impact and ramifications of that result?
It really opens up Pandora's box for the committee in regards to Alabama. It's a team that opened the season with a 14-point loss to a team that wound up going 5-7. Ended the season with a non-competitive 21-point loss. It's your third. Want the games to be relevant. Well, if they're going to be relevant to be good, well, you got to take the negative with the positive. I think the committee has every reason in the world now to leave Alabama out. I think the safest way, I think the path of least blowback would be to put Miami and Notre Dame in over Alabama. And if the SEC only gets 4 teams in, boo-hoo, because I think the way Alabama has finished the year, they got the worst loss to Florida State of all the teams in consideration. I can see it either way, but if you're asking me for my opinion, I see Alabama out now. And look at, how about this? How about the committee just rehauls 8 through 11 now? Maybe Miami goes to 8, Notre Dame goes to 9, Oklahoma goes to 10, and you got Virginia in the group of 5 there. Well, who wouldn't be watching a Miami-Notre Dame rematch in the first round, right?
You buying what Bear's selling, Mark?
Makes a great point.
Hey, he makes a great point. You go out there, conference championships matter, but you have to play well in the conference championship. BYU, you go out and lose by 27, you're out. Bama, you play Georgia in the SEC championship, you lose by 21, I got too much Bama in me, but you're out. Now, Miami and Notre Dame should both get in my opinion. I think that is the decision that the committee is going to have to make, because when you have 2 bad losses in the championship game, you have to play well in the championship game not to get punished in it. You play bad in the championship game, you get punished by it. So now I think BYU, Bama's out. I think Notre Dame and Miami's in. I think that's what you have for your playoff.
You know what solves all this? Just expansion. That actually helps a little bit with this, right? But also the fact that the committee's in a tough spot because they're going to be setting a precedent. That now these conference championship games are meaningful and the outcomes are meaningful as part of your resume. And they honestly should be. And I think if we're being real with ourselves, Bama has not looked like the Bama teams that you played for under Nick Saban. They don't run the football well. They can't stop the run very well. They're incredibly inconsistent. Bear talked about their resume to start and finish the season. The way they bookended this, I don't think they're a playoff team. To your point, I think Notre Dame and Miami are both better teams at this point in the season, are much more deserving of getting in. And I love Bear's idea. Let's just run it back. Have them go down to Miami for that first weekend game. Let's run this game back. We'll see who's better. Yep. My money's on the Irish.
The 2 best case scenarios that could have happened for Notre Dame and Miami today happened. Both teams get dominated.
You know what they call that? The luck of the Irish.
A luck of the Irish. I don't think Alabama deserves it. You're talking about the best teams right now playing their best football. Notre Dame and Miami should be in over the Tide.
With that being said, roll down Tide.
There you go. That Rory Joker and Ohio State took to the field. Remember, we woke up this morning with the real reality. 0 teams from the ACC could be in the playoffs. All of a sudden, could be back up to 2. Listen, there are home run hires, and then there's Indiana hiring Curt Cignetti. In 2 years on the job, he's ready to lead this program back to another playoff appearance and possibly a Big Ten title tonight.
Indiana is 12-0, one of the greatest seasons in the history of the program.
And the Hoosiers are on their way to Indianapolis.
I was in the office, one day in the summer. I just wrote down that this year is going to be a special one. I just had that feeling.
The Hoosiers knock off the Oregon Ducks. It's out! Touchdown! Wow! Unbelievable!
He's a winner. He's been winning everywhere, and then he demands excellence every single day.
Whether you want to hear it, whether it's good or bad, he's gonna be honest with you. He's gonna shoot you straight.
I'm gonna tell you how it is as I see it, and I'm gonna say it to you in as few words as possible so the message hits home.
Purdue sucks, but so does Michigan and Ohio State. Go on you!
We know that we're little Indiana compared to everybody, but it's just a chip on our shoulder that we have.
We're all kind of a bunch of misfits coming together in order to have one cause, which is to win football games.
We have a special opportunity to do something really historic.
I'm very confident. I believe in our team. I want us to go in there prepared and play with poise and play our game and play it well.
Live shot of the 2 head coaches right now. Let me tell you, somewhere, some young, ambitious GA coach is crafting a thesis right now on how Coach Cignetti made this happen in such a brief window.
Yeah, guys, in my lifetime, I think this is not even close to the greatest coaching job that I've witnessed. And you think about, this is unprecedented. He's had his 2 coordinators, Mike Shannon and Bryant Haynes, together for 9 years. Not only 9 years, 4 jobs. They started at an IUP Indiana University of Pennsylvania, in case you don't know what that is. Elon, James Madison, and now the number 2 team in the land, 23-2 over the last 2 years. Again, at the beginning of the show, I said I've coached against Indiana. This blows my mind. And this is not the Indiana of old. It's an excellent coaching staff. But Brady, they have really, really good players.
Coming up next, we're going to hear from the man you just talked about, receiver in the Big Ten, maybe the nation, Jeremiah Smith, the leader of the Buckeyes' elite wide receiver room. Fernando Mendoza, the current favorite to win the Heisman Trophy, the best ever finish in that race by a Hoosier. Anthony Thompson finished second back in 1989. Ryan Day getting set for his 3rd Big Ten championship game appearance. He is a perfect 2-0 thus far with wins in 2019 and 2020. Delivery to kickoff sponsored by Wendy's. It's your Wendy's faves delivered for game day. We welcome you back inside Lucas Oil Stadium, and we welcome back Jenny Taft, who's been on Hoosier duty with Mendoza and company all week. Hi, Jenny.
Hey, Rob. Well, what a story for Fernando Mendoza. As we know, coming out of high school, he was largely overlooked, ranked 134th in his class among other quarterbacks. And fast forward to 2025, you guys just said it, the Heisman favorite. And earlier this week, I had a chance to sit down with the QB and learn about his journey and why Indiana has been the perfect.
He has been so much fun to watch all season long. His coach admitted this week that last year when Indiana took on Ohio State and Columbus, they probably weren't ready for the moment, saying it was too big for them. Why does it feel different for Indiana this year, Matty?
Well, because they have one of the best wins in college football going on the road against Oregon. Because you go back to last year and we all said, this can't be for real. This team's not that good. They got beat down by Ohio State. They got to the playoff. They got beat down by Notre Dame. Well, this year is different. They went on the road against Oregon and beat one of the best teams in the country, a team that we all believe has a real shot to win a national championship. To me, that erased the whole narrative around this program. I know the schedule outside of that hasn't been great, but they've been so good this year. And this game tonight, guys, Ohio State, he talked about it, the heavyweight champ. This is Ohio State. If they beat Ohio State, they're the best team in the country. They solidified that. I think if they even in a loss go toe-to-toe tonight against Ohio State, they prove to everybody that when they get into the college football playoff, guys, they're going to be one of the teams to beat. This is a great opportunity for Indiana tonight.
Yeah, I think when you look at what Fernando Mendoza has done for this program this season, is last year was great. Curtis Work did a great job coming in, but Fernando Mendoza has taken this team to another level. They're that much better. You talked about the win at Oregon. What about the win at Iowa, at Penn State? They found a way to win. This team is battle-tested. This quarterback is battle-tested. He's probably going to be the #1 quarterback in next year's draft if he decides to come out. He has played that well, but this game will ultimately be how he is judged. But I think they've got so much confidence in what he has been able to bring to this team. How accurate he's been, how good of a decision maker he's been. That's the thing, is there's not questions about what he's going to look like in this game. There's more questions on the other side about Julian Sayin and how he's going to respond to adversity, or how he's going to respond to a tight game in the second half.
No, I do believe this team is a legit national title threat. And one of the reasons I do is because of Curt Cignetti. I know Curt Cignetti personally. He recruited me to Alabama. He came in and sat at my house. He laid down a vision, a process, and everything that he told me essentially happened. I took a visit to Alabama. I enjoyed my visit to Alabama. I ended up committing to Alabama, playing as a true freshman. So he does a great job of encouraging his players and having his players believe in him. And that's exactly what they have right now. They have players that play hard, they have a chip on their shoulder, they believe in his vision, their process, and that produces results.
Coach Sig will also point to that early season beatdown of Illinois. Remember, the Illini were getting a lot of love, and they hammered them, and then followed up with a tough road win at Iowa as well. Ryan Day in the middle of this huddle, less than half an hour before kickoff, and he's taking some hits. This is the Buckeyes' record 7th Big Ten championship game appearance, and they are after their 40th Big Ten title for the latest on the